First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Chicago Bears. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready, 70 ending. You ain't going nowhere.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play action. Now Jackson. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is Michael Thomas. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's a gain of 35. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
We don't like the 48 right now. Let's go.
On 2nd and 1, Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson steps away. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
Two times. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Jackson on 1st down toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again, being chased out left. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. I call it no gain there on the 1st down play. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry for James Conner. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. As soon as he caught that toss and looked upfield, you could tell they had a big numbers advantage blocking-wise.
They certainly did, which means oftentimes your safety will be unblocked. That means he's got to play it from what they call inside out. Don't let the running back cut back across your face. Keep him pinned to the sideline and go make the tackle.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Conner. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant, takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
That's good for the Bears. First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. On the base. Watch the backer. Watch the backer.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson, throw left side complete. It's Hunt. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Play action. It's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Trubisky will throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
For a rookie first rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 85 to show off their quick strike ability. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On first down, it's Grant. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Finds his tight end Oliver here outright. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw again on second down. Trubisky batting that one free defensively was Lonnie Johnson.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Running it with Armstead. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 2nd and goal. Trubisky, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Oliver, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 to make it the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the pass. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. We own Hayward. We own them. 48's mic. 48's mic. I got one. 48's the mic. Take off.
This time Jackson will throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He's got him in. Complete. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14.
Let's go. Interception. Let's get this.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
3 down. Away.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically,
this is taken in. It's complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Corey Grant, 82 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Elliott. And an out. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Ezekiel Elliott. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Bears have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Let's go, buddy. First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football. He's taken down. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He's going to have the first down past the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. That last play, though, not indicative of the night he's had running the football.
No, you're exactly right about that because all through this evening, it's been their night, hasn't it? One play here, they get it against them. I wouldn't worry about that very much at all. Just continue to do what they've been doing.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. They can't hang with us. 44.
They go play action with Jackson. Incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Alert. 56 to Mike, boy. 56.
Here's Trubisky. Flush to his right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. D.D. Westbrook is intended receiver, and it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. They'll run on first down. Hunt. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
48.
On 2nd down and 4. Jackson got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, here we go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the 44. Jackson, man open left side. It's Williams. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So the solid run on 1st, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll toss it to Hunt. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the night as the Bears push further out in front. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Trubisky now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this